Hi, it's Mike with AskTractorMike.com. In one of my previous videos, I talked about getting your brush hog ready to go to the field with it. But anytime you're using a brush hog, you also need to get your tractor ready. And I'm going to give you 5 things today to look for on your tractor before you take it to the field and brush hog with it. Let's get started. We're going to be doing a little work today around the engine compartment, and to get everything out of the way, the loader arms out of the way, up in the air so we can work, we're going to raise our loader all the way up, our front end loader, and then we're going to put these cylinder stops here as a mechanical means to keep the loader from coming down. And what you do is you just put it in, put this pin through it, and then you get over to your joystick and really gradually let your loader down until it catches. Now this can't come down on me. There's a mechanical stop there, so I can work here safely. And I sell these on my website. They're called cylinder safety stops. They come in sets of 2. If you're going to be working around this tractor and you want to keep your loader out of the way, get them. All right, let's get inside the engine. Number 1 on our list is the obvious thing, checking the fluids. We're going to check the oil level, hydraulic oil, hydro oil level, and I'm not going to go over that. You all know how to do that, and you ought to do that just about every time you run your tractor. The second thing we're going to do today, because this is a major failure you can have on your tractor if you're brush hogging with it and you don't check it, is you can clog your radiator up and not let enough air get through and overheat your engine. This is a very common problem, especially when you're brush hogging late. All of the seat heads are up in the air and they shatter easy. Your tractor is different than your car. When you're driving down the road in a car, you're going at speed and you're getting a lot of airflow through your radiator. With a tractor, you're running slow, so you have to create that airflow. So you've got a big fan there that's running fast, trying to suck as much air as it can in to keep the engine clean. Well, that's all well and good, but if you have debris out there floating around, it's going to suck that in too. And if you look at my tractor here, I've got quite a bit of debris both in my hydrostatic oil cooler and in my radiator. And this is when you can use a product called a Radiator Genie. And it comes in packages of 2, both a compressed air model that blows air through it and one that blows water through it. And it's available on my website. But get you a Radiator Genie. It's the best product I found for cleaning your radiator out, and clean that radiator out good. Now I normally use air to clean my radiator out, but this one's pretty dirty. I'm going to go ahead and hit it with water and clean both the hydro oil cooler out and the engine radiator out. And then we're ready to go to the field. We won't overheat our engine. The number 3 thing we're going to do today is to check our air filter, because it's important on a diesel engine to get clean air into the engine, into the intake. And if you've got a clogged or filthy air cleaner, you're going to get dirty air into that engine and it can kill an engine quickly. So we're going to pull our air filter out of the air filter canister, tap it on the ground, get all the dirt out of it we can. If you can't see sunlight through it, replace it. It's cheap insurance to keep your engine running. Number 4 thing to do when you're getting ready to brush hog. I assume you've leveled up your brush hog, but if you haven't checked the air on your rear tires, you could be way off and get an ugly cut. And I've noticed for a while I've lost a little air in the right side tire back here. I've checked the left side, it's fine. My right side tire is low on air. It didn't even register when I put an air gauge on it. So I'm going to put the exact amount of air in the one tire as the other. And I usually keep low air pressure in the back tires because you get a better ride, and to me you get better traction and longer wear on your tires. And a lot of times the manufacturer will recommend 25 to 30 pounds of air. I think that's way too much. I keep mine at 15 to 20. Now I've got 15 pounds in the left side. I'm going to make sure I've got 15 pounds of air in the right side, and that way the tractor will be level and we'll get a good level cut. The number 5 thing I'm going to do before I go to the field and brush hog is take my front loader bucket off. I've got a quick attach on my loader. It comes right off. I don't have that out there bouncing around. I've got better visibility in front of me, and I don't have all that unnecessary weight going around in front of the tractor. Now, if you don't have a quick attach, you've got a pin on bucket, go to my website. I offer quick attach conversion kits for most tractors. And if you've got a pin on bucket, converting to quick attach will make your life a whole lot easier and make your tractor a lot more versatile. Today we're going to be driving down the road. We own property down the road where we want to build our downsized house someday, and that's what we're going to be brush hogging. So we're going to be driving down a county road to get to the field. Not very far, probably about a quarter to a half mile, but I want to be safe. And so I want plenty of visibility to oncoming cars. I've got this new product on my website, this light that mounts on the roll bar. Has a magnet on it. If you run on the open road, it's a handy thing to have. It's powered by 4 batteries, and that'll let oncoming cars know you're coming. I'm always a little paranoid about having a bush hog on the tractor and somebody peeking over a hill, and we've got hills between here and our place, and not seeing the bush hog and running into it. So I've got these lights with a strong pair of magnets on the back to put on the bush hog gearbox. Now the cool thing about this, if you want to use this, if you're stranded somewhere, push the button on the back of it twice and it becomes a solid light. But we want it as a marker light, and I'm going to stick that right here. And that's not going to go anywhere. We're headed to bush hog.